Good morning and welcome to a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus. We are going to be spending about the next 45 minutes together putting on our makeup and learning a memory verse. So a little bit of makeup, a whole lot of Jesus. The foundation verse for this podcast is going to be Psalm 119 verse 11. I have hidden your word in my heart that I might not sin against you. So let's take a little review. Well, actually, first, let's talk about where all our verses are coming from. So our verses from this particular season are coming from the Word in Color coloring book. You can see a picture of that on your screen now. And that it's a great way to journal your way through your scripture memory verses through this season. So at the end of season 1, you're going to have this beautiful journal pictorial display of all these verses that you have learned over this first season. So there's a link there. There's a QR code there for you. Enjoy that and, journey along with me with that. So let's review our verses now that we got that. So last week we did serve one another in love, and that came from Galatians 5:13. This week we're going to be learning a new verse. This week our verse is, "Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord." And this is Jeremiah 17:7. This might be our first verse that we've done so far from Jeremiah. So I encourage you to, go through, look at these verses in context and see, what was happening around this verse. What's the story? What was meant with the intent of this verse? Because you can pluck verses out of scripture, but you may not get the full effect until you know what was happening around that verse. So go read Jeremiah around chapter 17, 16, 17, 18 maybe, and see what was going on. Okay, so we're going to get that verse scrolling across the bottom of our screen. There we go. Oh, I didn't show you yet. So the verse for this week, the coloring page is a little more complex than last week's. This is going to be our verse page for this week. So give yourself a little bit of time to do that this week because it's a little more complicated. And so now we can go ahead and dive right in. So you're going to see that Bible verse scrolling across the bottom of your screen there. You can just, look at that. During a couple of times of our putting our makeup on, we're going to say that verse together and review that. So today our theme is going to be a color blend. Usually we're using, 2 or 3 colors. Today we're going to be using 4 colors. So you're going to need a light, and then 2 mediums and a dark. You can do this with any color combination that you choose. Today we're going to be using my mediums and dark are matte colors. I don't really like matte that much. So my light is actually got a little bit of sparkle glitter sheen to it. So I'll put that on first, and then when I add those mattes, it kind of tones down that matteness of them. So we're going to have fun with that today. You're also going to need, an all over shadow color, 3, just basic eyeshadows, and then a eyeshadow liner brush. So that's what we're going to have going for us today. So it is going to be fun. So let's just jump right in. We're going to start with our Urban Decay All-Nighter Primer. And 1 pump of that. We'll do your whole face. Get that between your fingers. And you're going to put that wherever your makeup needs to have a little bit of hold, where you've got fine lines and wrinkles, around your lips so your lipstick will last better. And any place where maybe you have your pores are a little larger, so usually around the nose area. And that will just smooth everything out and help that to be ready for, beautiful canvas for what we're doing today. Next thing we're going to do is move on to our concealer. I'm using the Bye Bye Under Eye. This is in the shade 11, light nude. And for this particular concealer, you are going to use a little ribbon of this. Mine is getting a little low here. Let's see if we can get it out there. There we go. So the ribbon's not so pretty today, but there we go. And we are going to apply that concealer wherever you have something you want to conceal. So for me, we're going to go under the eye area. We're going to go up here because we got some redness going on. I have a little bit of darkness in the eye area here. So we're going to get that there. Being very gentle in that eye area with your finger. We don't want to be like tugging and pulling and all that. Okay, and this concealer does better when it's warmed up a little bit, so we're going to let that sit there just a second. And I have a damp beauty blender, so we're going to be using the pointy, minus the hair from my cat that decided to join me. We're going to be using the pointy end of that to blend that out. And we're just trying to get it blended out nicely. We're not trying to blur too much that we remove it. All right, once you've got that about where you want it, let me just double check in there. There we go, nicely. And now we're going to add our foundation. I'm going to be using the Lancome Tinty Doll. This is in the shade 215 Buff. They have changed the formula of this foundation. This one has an SPF of 15, but now it has an SPF of, I think it's 25. So just a partial pump. We're going to work different sections of our face at a time. If you're dot it all over and then blend it out, you just do what works for you. Some foundations that works great. Some foundations not so much because they dry down too fast. This one you could get away with that totally fine. Another partial pump. There we go. Another partial pump. We'll do the other side. Oh, yes. I forgot to turn on the chat. Let's come over here. There we go. Hey, good morning. So I don't think I'll be typing back to you, but you can ask questions in there and I'll see it. Okay, another partial pump. That was a little big of a partial, but there you go. Just gonna blend that out nicely to the neck. And our last partial pump is going to be on the forehead. I'm super excited too. We're going to try out a new lash today. I've had them in the store for a while, but I haven't used them myself. I've seen a lot of people come in and get them and they come back for more. So we're going to try it, see how it goes. I have not used these before, so could be super easy and wonderful or not so much. We'll see. Alrighty, and I'm going to be using the Lancome Long Time No Shine for a setting powder today. So you just want to pull that little puff out of there, give it a couple taps upside down. And then we're going to use that puff. I know there's a lot of people using those triangle puffs now. We have Real Techniques has now launched. On one side is the powder puff, and on the other side is the beauty blender. So if you like a dry beauty blender and those triangle shapes, then that may be something fun for you to try. I think they're right around $7. Again, just working down the face. Yes, that is true. This week I'm trying a different background music. I think this one was called Lounge or something. Give your ears something to do while I'm not talking. I think it's funny that you notice that. All right, and last, let's get the forehead there. Hair's still kind of pulled back, so there we go. And we're just kind of pressing that in. You can use a brush if you like. I just think a brush kind of fluffs and wastes product too much, so I prefer a puff where it puts the product exactly where you want it and wastes less. All right, we are going to be using our bronzer. This is the NARS. This is in the Laguna 2, which is actually their original color. We're using a double-ended, actually I think there's a foundation brush. This end is going to be our bronzer. This end is going to be our highlighter. So let's get that NARS. It's a super pretty color. Little warm, not too warm. And you're just going to go right up above where the recess of that jawline is, or the cheek line is there, and just kind of in a curved motion. And we're going to use the flat side right up along that hairline. And now the skinny side. Keep your face natural and then just go right where that jawline ends. I'm going to give an illusion of no double chin. All right, so just run that along there, stopping just before you actually get to the under of the chin. Now we're going to use that same skinny side and we're going to chisel out our nose a little bit. All right, when you feel like everything is even and about the shades you want, let's move to our highlighter. I am going to be using the MAC. This is the Double Gleam Extra Dimension Skin Finish. Super pretty, has a nice sheen to it. And we're going to be using the fluffy end of this. This is going to go at the top of the cheekbone and right beside the brow there. This is going to bring out that area. And then we're going to just go straight down the center of the face. Making sure we hit that cupid's bow really nicely. All right. Now, I know I use Juvia's Place usually, but I'm going to try something different today. Given the colors that I'm using, I am going to go with the Juvia's Place. This is the Blushed Volume 6. Wait till you see this. Woo! Look at that. Oh my gosh. And yes, you bet we're dipping in this one right here. So again, these are highly pigmented, so it doesn't take much. Seriously, just a tap, tap, and you are going to be good. So we're just really going to tap, tap. Between where you put the bronzer and the highlighter, that's where your blush is going to go. Look at that. So beautiful. Okay, we're just going to add a little bit up here, a little on the tip of my nose, a little on my chin. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to get carried away. All right, let's set that contouring aside. Woo woo. We are ready for our lips. So today we are going to be using, actually, before we get to our lips, how dare I? We're going to say our verse together. So scrolling across the bottom of your screen is our verse. And let's say that together. You ready? Then we'll do our lips. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Jeremiah 17:7. Okay, now we can go to our lips. So today I'm going to be using the Urban Decay. This is the 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil, and this is the shade Bang. All right. You want to get right on that line. Making sure you get a nice little V there in that Cupid's bow. That is one thing that's going to definitely give you a fuller lip. I am not into the overlining your lips, but I am into using every square inch of lip space that you've got. All right, once you have got your lips lined, you're going to do that one more time. You're going to come to just the inside of your lip and line it with just a little bit less pressure. That will just give that lip liner a little bit of a softer appearance, and then also it's going to help your lipstick to last better. Alrighty, we are going to be using the MAC lipstick. This is the Amplified Cream, and this is the shade, let's see, Orange. I'm going to go with that. There you go. And you want to cover that liner with the lipstick. Oh my gosh, is that not so fun? I love that with the blush. All right. We've got a little bit of something in the air today. My allergies are going crazy. I don't know about where you are, but Texas is brutal right now. All right, so we are going to move on to our eyes now. I am going to be using the eyeshadow palette. This is the Juvia's Place. This is the Culture, and we are just going to have all kinds of fun. Now, remember, whatever colors you're using, totally cool. Your lips, pull some color out of your eyes that you're doing. So if you're using neutrals, just pick one of those colors and wear that color in lipstick. If you're doing, in my case, I'm going to have orange, pink, and what was the other color? Orange, pink, and purple. So, pick one of those to be your lipstick color. You just want a little continuity on your face. You could go with just a fleshy color, whatever your skin tone is, one that kind of matches. That'll give you a little more focus to your eyes because they'll sort of avoid your lips and just move up to your eyes naturally. Your call, what you want to do. So have fun. Be you. So we're going to use this is usually the brush that we use on the top part, but today we're going to be doing all over the eye. So I am going with the shade Effique, which is just kind of a basic fleshy color. This one has the little bit of frost in it that we talked about because I don't like mattes and all the rest of these colors are mattes. So this sort of softens the blow of that matteness. Okay, and I had this great idea of sticking this mirror on here. Hold on. It's going to get a little wiggly. There we go. Great idea. Not so great in implementation. Okay, so we're going to take that off. There we go. Now I can see. I just got a, girl, you're crazy. All right, same thing, other side. We're just gonna go over the whole eyelid with the same color. This is just one way that you can take a matte and have it not be so starkly matte. Is that a word, starkly? Well, it is now. That's okay, Webster. You can pay me later. Okay, we're gonna get that outside corner. There we go. Once you have a nice canvas of shadow color, we are going to start with, remember I told you you're going to need 2 mediums. So choose one of the mediums, maybe the lighter of the 2 if there's a little bit color difference. So either the lighter or just pick one. For today, mine is going to be an orange, and this one is called Delta. You can see that orange color. And we're going to shade our eyelids in 3 different sections. So we're going to have 1 section, 2 section, 3 section. So we're going to start with the inside one. So we're just going to go 1/3 of the way on the eyelid. And this does not have to be pretty. We will fix it all up to pretty later. So for right now, you're just going to go 3/4 of the way up the eyelid and then cover 1/3 of the way this way on the eyelid. That's right. We're just going to blend it out later. So you know what? Make a mess. It'll be fine. Here we go. Same thing on the other side. Three-quarters of the way up, 1/3 of the way across. And no, don't get out a ruler or something like that. Just eyeball it. You'll be fine. All right. The one thing you do need to make sure, though, is that whatever you did on this side, you do on this side. Other than that, you're good to go. All right. So now we're going to grab another brush. And for me, I'm going to go into the pink. And this color is called Kobo. Yes, we're going to go Kobo. And it is a beautiful pink. And I load both sides of the brush so you can do it and then flip it over. Again, this is going up the center, 3/4 of the way, and then to the side, going over 1/3. And you do want the orange and the pink to touch, to kind of butt up against each other at this point. If you've got a line where they touch, that doesn't matter. We'll fix that in a minute. Just going 1/3 of the way across and 3/4 of the way up. You can go this way if you want. That's fine. All right. Now we're going to grab our third brush. This right here. And this is going to be, for me, the purple. For you, whatever your dark shade is. And this one is called, oh, wow, Akoas? Akoas. Akoas. That color. So again, both sides of the brush. And we're going to go from the outer edge, filling in that last third of that lid, and just kind of rounding out that color. There you go. And I know we've talked about this before, but you always want to have this brush here so you can dust off if you have any fallout. Now, at this point, we're sort of looking like some sort of Bride of Dracula. We've got these 3 colors on our lids. You can see them as I close my eyes now. Well, tip them shut. You can see that we've got these 3 colors. They're not really blended out. They're not blended out on the top. They're not blended out side by side. So let's work on that now. So we're going to start out first with the blending side to side. We're going to do it in the same order that we brought the color in. So you're just going to take your orange brush and just kind of lightly tap that where the orange and the pink meet. Then we're going to take the pink brush. You don't really need to load them. You've already got shadow on there. And you're going to go over the orange and pink side, and you're going to tap over the purple side. There you go. Now we're going to take the purple brush, and you're just going to kind of go over it again. And now to blend out the top, we're going to take the brush that we used first with the all over shadow color, and we're just going to blend over the area on the top to blend that out. So shadow brush, you could go ahead and, tap it a couple times in there if you want to. And we're just going to go right over the edge where they meet. And we're just going to soften that line. There you go. Ta-da! You did the hard part. Now we are going to line our eyelids. I am using the Juvia's Place Nubian eyeliner. This is in the shade Kajal. Love this because it is a twist up, no wasted product, having to sharpen all the time. And we're going to line from the outside corner about halfway. And now we're going to do the under. On the underside, we're only going to go about halfway across, but we are going to use that liner brush to eyeline with the shadow. Make sure you've got them both about the same. And then we're going to grab our liner shadow brush. We are going to start in your darker color on the outside edge. So you're just going to take that brush, drag it a little bit through those shadows, and we're going to work from the outside edge here. And you're going to go about as far as you did that purple up on the top of your lid. So right about here. There you go. Same thing on the other side. And now we're going to get our pink, and that's going to go in the middle. Or whatever color you used. I'm going to go ahead and wipe that shadow brush on that tissue real quick. Then we're going to go back into the, was it Delta, I think? And the Delta is going to go from the inside and we're just going to let that go around the eye right there. All right. Take a look back. Make sure you got everything a little even. I feel like I need to come up just a little bit with the pink. All right. Whoop, whoop. And now we're going to get our brows. So for me, I am using the NYX. This is the, what's the name of these? Epic Wear Liner Stick, and this is in the shade Emerald Cut because that matches my hair, which happens to be green at the moment. So whatever brow product it is that you are using, MAC, Anastasia, Benefit, whatever your pleasure, you are going to put your brow product on here. Some people do their brows first. If that's you, you know, whatever works for you. All right. I know. I heard that ding in the music and I thought it was some kind of notification too. I was like, what is that? Okay, once you feel like you've got your brows even, you are going to take your brow brush and we're just going to brush through those. Soften that ever so slightly. Need to get in and see my girl Olivia. All right. Just gonna make sure I got everything cleaned up under there. Looks like I got a little bit of patchiness right here. Here we go. There we go. All right. So today we are going to be trying a new mascara. I've actually wore it before, really, really liked it. And I hope you do too. But you know what? I just realized we forgot our liquid liner. Let's do that first. Because when you put your eyelash curler on, for whatever reason, it always seems like it messes up my liner. So I like to get the liner in first, let it get dried down. Usually I put that on before my brows, so I just kind of skipped a step. So this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. This is the waterproof eyeliner, and this is in the shade black. You can hear those balls in there because you're supposed to shake it up just a little bit before you put it on. Let me dab my eye there for the allergy tear. There we go. And we're just going to use a thin line. There you go. This is just going to help fill any gaps that might be present when we put the lashes on. These lashes actually apply from the underside. So we shouldn't have any kind of gap thing going on. There we go. Now, let's talk about this new mascara. So this is Benefit's new mascara. This is called FanFest. Love the brush on this thing. Let me show you this while I'm letting that eyeliner dry down. Nice curved brush. So first time through, we're going to use the front side of the curved brush to do the lashes. Then we're going to turn that brush around and use the other side going against the curve to lengthen and elongate the lashes. So now that we've kind of talked for a second, we're going to curl our lashes. So when you put your lash curler on, this is the Tarte lash curler. This was a Christmas edition, but it's the same thing, just the handles are different. So you're gonna, if you feel any pinching at all, you're too close to your lid. Let it loose, pull it out just a smidge. So it may take you a couple of things to get it right. There we go. Once you feel like you've got it in the right spot, we're gonna say that verse together twice, which for me to do that, I need to be able to see it because I almost have it, but not quite. Okay, here we go. Lash curler. There we go. Find your spot. There we go. Here we go. Ready, set. Here we go. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Jeremiah 17:7. Say that one more time. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Jeremiah 17:7. Let that one go. Let's go to the other side. We're going to do that same thing. This time I'm not going to look. I'm going to see if I can get it without it. Okay. Here we go. Ready, go. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Jeremiah 17:7. Do that one more time. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Jeremiah 17:7. Woo woo. All right, now we're going to try out that new mascara, and I'm telling you, this stuff is awesome. So first, the curved side is going to go with the lashes. And today, because I'm wearing false lashes, I'll just do one coat. Then we're going to flip that brush over and lengthen the lashes with that back side. I also like to come back, hit those tips. There you go. Get the other side. Boop, boop. Okay, now flip that brush over. And then we're going to come back and hit those tips. Nice. All right, now we're going to get our bottom lashes. I don't know about you, but I have always loved my bottom lashes. Maybe they're too long, maybe they're too short to some. I have no idea. Just a thing. I think we all have things that we love and don't love about our face. Okay, now the other side. Oh, that's always fun. We'll get that in just a second. All right. Normally I would put another couple coats of mascara on the top, but because I'm doing the false lashes, I won't do that. Now, I did touch my face there. Let me see if I can get that. Okay. I love this. This is the Great Eraser. So the lashes I mentioned that we are going to be trying today. Let me set my eyeshadow brushes aside before I drop something on the floor. There we go. We are going to be trying these right here. These are the Kiss Impress, what are they called? Kiss Impress Press-On Falsies, no glue needed. And these are in the spiky. You've got one strip is going to be the long, and then one strip is going to be the medium. So my plan, let me get this open here, is I am going to start out with the longs on the outside edge, probably 2 of those, and then 1 of the mediums, and we'll see what that does. So in this package here, you can see you've got, oh, actually the label was on the lid. Well, that's interesting. So you've got the longs here and the mediums here, and then you've got your no stick tool. So what the package says is, okay, note to Kiss, put the label on the package, not on the lid that you take off. Okay, so the longs are this one. It says to grab the lash next to the strip. Okay, hold on. Okay, maybe I need to do it with my finger, since these are pre-glued. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And then how did they have you hold it? They have you hold it, let's see, if it was like this, then this would be like this. And it says to do it on the outside edge. Hold on. Place the cluster underneath your natural lashes. Squeeze clusters and natural lashes together with the applicator. Okay, so we're going to take this. I don't think I can do it with the outside edge. Okay, here we go. And we're going to go under the lashes, like right there. And then it says to squeeze. Okay, I see there's a hunk of something. Let me try squeezing it better. No, there's still a hunk of something. Well, okay, I guess we're just gonna work around that. Okay, I'm gonna grab the next one. That one has a hunk of something too. Okay, this time I'm taking the hunk of something off. What that is, blue extra. And then we're gonna go, let's see if we can do it this way. We can go like this. Okay, I feel like that one needs to come up a little bit. There we go. I guess you go like this. Ow. Okay, those are kind of see what I mean? Sticking together right there. Okay, there. So that's 2. Maybe we'll do 2 mediums. Oh, this one has a hunk of that glue too. Okay. If it happens on the next one, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so now we're gonna go just up under here beside the other ones. And now we're going to, finding a way to pinch this is a little difficult. Here we go, there we go. Pinch. Okay, I think we can get one more in there. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. See that little glump of glue on there? Let me see, let the camera focus. Can you see it? Okay, that's what I'm talking about. That's kind of gross. And it leaves you with a glumpy looking thing. So you may have to take that off. Okay, and now the last one. It's gonna go right there. Well, they were relatively easy to put on, all except for this glue thing right here. Well, I think he's just going to have to stay there for today. Okay, so same thing on the other side. Again, there's another glue glop. So make sure you check these before you put them on. I don't know, maybe that glue glop is how it's staying in the packaging. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start on the outside edge again. Oh, I feel like this side was a little bit easier. Maybe because I'm right-handed? Okay. Let's grab that second strip of the long. Okay, evidently they're all just going to have these globby things because this one has it too. You can just kind of carefully pull it off. There we go. Here we go. I think the key will be how well these last. These are definitely a little more time consuming to put on, but it says it has a 24-hour wear. So if it indeed has a 24-hour wear, I think it would be kind of worth all of this. Okay, we're going to go up underneath here. Okay, last one. Oh, this one's fun. This one has 2 globs on it. Let's see if we can get all that off of here. All right. Okay, that one didn't go on as easy. Let me try that again. You do have to be careful that when you're pinching this down, you do not pinch your eyelid with this. Okay. Not really digging the glue globs. Okay, that didn't work either. Let's see if we can smush it down if we do it this way. No. Looks like I'm going to have glue globs today. Okay, note for next time on how, try to figure out how to avoid the glue globs. Okay, I feel like we have satisfactorily pressed those to our lashes. Let me look over here. Let me just do right here because it looks a little lifted right there. Okay, just get over here one more time. Okay, we'll do the inside. Ooh. Okay, I feel like we have done that really well. So nice. Okay, so last thing we are going to work on today, just because I can, I found something special. I found an LA Girl glitter palette in the palette name Euphoric. And this has a beautiful orange glitter right here. So we are just going to take a little bit of that. Just use your finger. Any kind of glitter gel palette thing you find, pretty much just your finger. And we are just going to add a little bit of sparkle. We're just going to go up the side here a little bit. You know what? Let's get you a little up here. Making sure we catch it over here too. All right. Oh my gosh, so cute. Make sure you get all the glitter off your finger before you do the next thing. Okay, so let's say our verse together, and then we'll do our last step in our makeup application. So our verse again is going to be from Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the one whose trust is in the Lord, who trusts in the Lord. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, Jeremiah 17:7. And our last step is we are going to set our makeup. We're going to use the Urban Decay D-Slick. And you're just going to give that a little bit of a shake. Get your head tipped back. Give you a couple pumps there. That is going to set that makeup and help that to stay in place. In this particular case, it is going to control oil. So lots of good things. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It has been a joy to spend some time with you, whether you are online viewing this with me in person. Great to have y'all with me in the chat over there. Or you are viewing this later on a podcast platform or wherever. It has been a joy to spend some time with you. Come see me at my store in Midlothian, Texas. I look forward to meeting you in person, and we can chat about makeup. We can do some foundation shade matching. I can introduce you to Olivia. You can have your brows done. Or maybe you've got a special occasion and you want to have someone do your makeup for you. I can totally hook you up with my MAC artist, Jordan. She is a little slice of awesome. So again, let me remind you that all of our verses are going to be coming from the Word in Color coloring book this season. And they are a great way to journal your way through our scripture memory. And you can find a little bit of makeup and a whole lot of Jesus on your favorite podcast platform, Podbean. I keep seeing new places that I'm at. So last place I just saw, where was that at? I can't remember, but I was like, oh, really? I didn't know it was on there too. Yay. So let me send you off with a blessing. Let me get over here to it. There we go. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and give you peace and be gracious to you. The Lord lift his countenance upon you and give you peace. I'll get all those pieces in order eventually. And that comes from Numbers 6:24 through 26. So let's pray us out today. Actually, I totally forgot to review our verses. Let's come over here. We're going to go through that really quick. Okay, you ready? Because we're going to do it kind of fast because we're running just a little bit past. Okay, here we go. Verse is going to be on the screen. Say it with me. The grass withers and the flower fades, but the word of the Lord endures forever. 1 Peter 1:24 and 25. Episode 2, I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Philippians 4:13. God's grace is all you need. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Episode 4. Be strong and courageous, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1:9. Episode, what are we up to? 5. The Lord is my strength and my song. Exodus 15:2. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice. Psalm 118:24. I believe that's what it was. The moon and the stars you set in place. Psalm 8:3. I liked this graphic. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Psalm 34:8. Episode, what are you up to? 9. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Galatians 6:9. Proverbs 31:20. I don't remember. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. Psalm 96:4. I have written your name in the palms of my hand, and that was Isaiah 49:16. And now we're episode 13, I think. We have this hope as an anchor for the soul. Hebrews 6:19. I always get the address messed up. Okay, finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there is anything worthy of praise. There we go. Think on these things. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see. Where's the next one at? There we go. Kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. Proverbs 16:24. Be the light. Matthew 5:16. I think that one was because the next one was 5:13. You are the salt of the earth. Then we had set your mind on things above. Colossians 3:2. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Proverbs 3:5, I think that one was. The word of the Lord endures forever. 1 Peter 1:25, and that was kind of a reflection on the first episode. And as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Joshua 24:15. I like this one because I love chickens. Under his wings you will find refuge. Psalm 91:4. And serve one another in love. Galatians 3:15. All right. So, let me get that off the screen. There we go. Okay. Well, again, it has been a joy hanging out with you today. We went a little bit long. Sorry about that. But these lashes were super fun. I hope they work out. Check out my Instagram or Facebook and you'll see how I liked them in the end. Did I actually get 24 hours of wear out of them? So let me pray us out today. Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for our time together, hanging out with friends across the world. And I just pray that you would bless us as we go throughout this week, that we would work diligently on this verse to hide your word in our heart, Father, that you would help us to recall these verses at the most appropriate moments, whether to encourage ourselves or to encourage a brother or sister. Father, I just pray that you would be with us this week and that you would bless us. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Y'all have a great rest of your day. See you next week and throughout the week.